I'm super excited about this little idea that I had. Probably somebody somewhere has thought of this before, but it just dawned on me out of nowhere, and I thought, oh, that's really fun. So the concept is, first of all, this is just like a regular stretchy headband. I think it's by Goody, and I got it at Target or something like that, and I have them in several different colors. But the thought that I had was how I could make headbands similar to this out of other hair things that I have, such as this. So maybe you can't see exactly what that is, but I used these. I think are also Goody hair things. They're little hair elastics. Looks like this.
Oh, these are tiny ones, Mama.
Yep, we'll get to those in a minute. And so what I did, I need to take this apart to show you, was I just looped a bunch of hair elastics end to end and made them into a headband. And now the way that I did that, I'll show you with this one. Can you see my hands good here? Mm-hmm. Is you just you just overlap the two hair things, and then you pull them through, so it's going through like that. And then you just stick one end of the hair thing that you're adding through the other end and pull. And that makes that little knot and links them together. So I did that with a bunch of different hair ties here. And then when I got to the end, it's a little trickier because you can't pull it all the way through because all the ends are being used. So when I get to the last one, it pulls it down like this, and then I have a little tail sticking out, which isn't ideal, but when you put it on to use it like a headband, you just put that tail in the back, and if your hair is down long, then you won't even notice it. So you won't even see it underneath there, and you can even tuck the little tail of it up in underneath it so that it's not like hanging down. So, so this one I did in browns, which is maybe more of a sophisticated or for an adult or whatever. But so this is why I think this is so fun. You can do it with anything. All of these different headbands that I'm going to show you that I made, I just made with whatever was already laying around the house. I didn't go out and buy anything new to make them. But I think what's really fun about it is you can make them in all variety of colors, whatever color you want to match whatever outfit you want. And I know they sell these headbands in a lot of different colors at the store, but maybe not in as large of a variety as you can find hair elastics. So that kind of expands your ability to have headbands in the colors that you need them to be in. That's kind of noisy, honey. So also by using different hair, using hair things of multiple colors, like this one here where I have blue and yellow, you can make them, match specifically to your outfit or maybe your school colors or whatever. I know that these are kind of popular to wear with a ponytail to keep the bangs out of your face if you're playing sports or whatever, so you can make them match your uniform, your school or your team colors. So that's what I think is kind of fun about it. So this one I made green on top and blue on the bottom. So really the green is what I intend to have showing on that one, and the blue you're not really going to see because it's under your hair and under the sides. So you don't have to have, like, say you wanted one that was all pink and you only had like 5 pink hair things. You can just put whatever other color on the back if the back isn't going to be showing. So I wanted to show you the variety of different hair ties that I used to make these. This was the first one I showed you, like that one. This one just happens to be in brighter colors, so you can get those in different colors. I used this one that I was just showing you in the green and blue were these tiny little pony O's, I think they're called, like that. I also have these in a larger size. And then I have some like this. And so I used all these different kinds of hair things to do this same idea. But then I got a little bit more creative after that. So with this one, I used these little hair things. And trying to avoid that little loop at the end, I used a barrette. So this is just a little white barrette, and I looped the two ends into the barrette and clasped it. And so you can either put that little barrette in the back so that nobody even sees it, and it's just a different way to end the headband, or you can use it as, this might be a little too small for me, maybe not. You can use it as, yes, I guess it is too small for me, as an accent in the front then, and you'd have the little flower barrette as part of an accent. But the different size leads me to another point, that you can make these whatever size you want. So if you have a child with a really small head, you can make you know, just use less hair elastics to make them smaller. If you have somebody with an unusually large head and maybe the headbands never fit you right, you can add more elastics to make them bigger. So that's another thing that's kind of cool about it. So I decided that it would be fun to use the extremely large amount of beads that we have to add to them. If you're making one for a child or whatever, that would be really fun, and your kids can get involved in this. Just get out all your hair things and go to town. But for this one, we used another style of hair thing. If you can see this, these ones are really thin, and so they were small enough that I could just get any of our beads. These are just regular pony beads, and when I had the hair thing like tied onto the next one, I just slid the beads on, and then I tied on the next hair thing and then slid the next beads on. It was really easy. Do you want to wear this one? So for the beads, because the hair things are going to stretch and pull when you put them on, and then the beads are going to separate out. Can I show something, honey? The beads are going to stretch apart. If you put your hands underneath the beads here, then it helps kind of keep them together, and the part that stretches out will be the part in the back, so that your beads don't get too stretched and pulled apart. Anyway, so little E saw that one. She thought that one was really cute. But you could do that. I did it in a rainbow of colors, and I made the colors of the beads match the colors of the elastics that I was using. But you could certainly do it all in one color or in pink and purple or whatever. I don't know if you follow my blog, you remember that we had a while ago discovered that with our old ballies that were all stretched out, we cut them off and just had these ballies that we were using as beads. So those were bigger and could fit on these slightly larger elastics. So I put them just on the one end as an accent. So that just on the one side as an accent. And then I did this one where instead of tying it at the end and having that tail hanging down, I used these little corker bows that are just have the little latch like that, and I stuck them through the two ends of the hair things, and that'll make a, whoops, that'll give you a big corker bow as an accent on the one end of the headband. And those were the same as the first brown hair things, that they're just kind of the more colorful, brighter colors. And then lastly, using that barrette idea, instead of looping the hair things together on this one, I attached almost all of the hair things by barrette. So I used these different shades of brown on the hair things and the different shades of brown flower barrettes that I had, and then linked them all together like that. This one might be one of my favorite ones. And we also have these flower barrettes in different shades of pink, and so with pink hair things this would be really cute too. But then, so we've got the little flower barrettes along the whole outside of it. So that was my fun idea, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you and your kids can get into your hair accessory collection and have some fun.